Q here. We'll do the chakra side of the Kabbalah tree as our root is defeated with the idea that we cannot survive. Survival is guaranteed, and our soul knows that. See as he rejoices, as the materialism of the 3D gives way to the victory of 5D. Our sacral energy is in discontent as we're looking for a muse to inspire us to be different. Our wants and desires is the means to express ourselves without pretense, but as we fully, truly are. Our heart chakra is opening up as we see that imagination is the doorway to splendor and victory, as victory and splendor of our throat chakra has held us back from speaking our truths and expressing ourselves in our brow and being grounded and solidity for our crown. So if you're in a dark space, Q's got you. Takes too long, but that's okay. Don't stress it too much. I kind of like this. It's on my tree here. I want to make another just straight up art piece for this, honestly. But I like it. I like these Kabbalah readings because they're both chakra and something that hits home for cross-cultural religions. A tree of life. Sephiroth. Bottom of the deck as I did this was prophecy, the 10 of poetry, the 10 of coins. As we see the downside and upside and transcend both, paradoxically, as being good and bad, to know. Sometimes to know takes away from the joy of life, but knowing sometimes takes away from the hesitation at the joy of life. So, double-edged sword, as it is fueled by the angel of paintings, a graphic muse to express ourselves, as this angel of music is inspiring us to be curious about the world as well. Fueling that muse is the pleasure of sharing our creativity, our spontaneity, our exuberance and joyousness of life. Dance around, share in the pleasure. For pleasure is better experienced by the means of others, but not restricted by. See how duality can be transcended as seeing as love and hate, but merely just the necessities for humanity's existence. They are not two different things, but a gradation of the presence of and the decreasing presence of, much like temperature. Hot and cold are arbitrary. The presence of love or the absence of love. At what point to you does it become hate? Society agrees upon things, but it does not make that so. A thing is what it is by virtue of being it. So see that as the means to transcend this dualistic thinking and see it as just one gradation. Desirability versus a lack of desirability. The man of poetry, as we have three kings out here, painting, science, and poetry, to which I will end this little reading or lecture with my favorite card of this whole deck, the man of poetry, to justify the ways of God to men. See where you make assumptions and think how things work by just your experience, and see how that cages your splendor of seeing the beautiful center, this splendor and victory there. So with that transcending of duality, you can gain victory over this lamentation of limited, boxed viewpoints and how it restricts you from the experience of humanity as it is. Be loud and more loud, the living music that floats upon the air. Don't just be a shower singer. Sing in public as well. And smile as others smile. And if they frown at you and judge you, well, look at how they're not expressing themselves and you are perfectly expressing yourself. And if they find poo-poo in that, well, they miss what humanity's about. The expression of how one feels to the integrity of others. That'll transcend discontent, restriction, limitation. It's the means to the beautiful center, as I said in the reading. Express yourself. And it's okay to be a perfectionist about it. You set the bar so others can strive to be better, to defeat the materialism by getting the victory for your soul, as you can see in the image there. To not resist the flames of destruction, for they free you, where those that are attached to the material that burns will not see the freedom in which it turns. Boom. I'll leave it at that. What was fueling this man? Oh, look at that. I found them blind, William, and I taught them how to see. As a child of poetry inspires them to express. Guess I'm a child of poetry today. I wish to teach y'all how to see, or at least see how I see. Not to box, but to elevate, enhance, to not destroy yours, to add to, as y'all do to me. So if you find yourselves in a dark space, Q's got you. I'll teach you how to see. Inspired to cut. Have patience with yourselves. Sometimes it's just And sometimes you're being chased by the things we push and pull down. Do not let their sacrifices be in vain. Allow them to illuminate you and free your soul. Practice. I'm going to do 3 cards here, actually. I don't know why I did this rant, but I'm doing it. Boom. Hardships, discipline. Don't be scared to ask for assistance. Sometimes it's our greatest pleasure to help others, but we know not to force it on others, so we wait for the ask. And when someone offers the assistance, do not be so prideful to turn it down. For sometimes it's their joy to just help you. Just be thankful and gratitude, and do not let their sacrifice be in vain. No, thank you. I was looking for this card. Do not let their sacrifice be in vain. So if you find yourself in a dark space, Q's got you. Truth. Ace of Swords, science, intellect. Ground yourself in truth and seek it out always, not because of your programming or what you were taught, but truth for its sake. Cast away everything that you've ever thought to be true so you can find and open your cup up for actual truth. Sometimes it's one and the same, but sometimes you'll be very surprised at what is true and what was just programmed into you.